has been accomplished. The Soyuz on a true course for its docking to the Roscosmos module. Docking is scheduled about 23 minutes from now.
Четкость изображения хорошая, только резкость.
So the image is clear, but not very sharp on the co-monitor. We see the same. We see the station. The range is about 500 meters, the range to the station, and the range rate is minus 1.6 meters per second. Copy.
Это уже не для фильма, может. Это уже...
Все так сразу расслабились.
Я, вот мы на орбите.
Дальность 450 метров, скорость минус 1.5.
The range is 450 meters, and the range rate is minus 1.5. Copy.
"440 meters now separating the Soyuz from the International Space Station. Soyuz with an actress, a producer, and a veteran cosmonaut on board, flying 260 miles over Mauritania.
1.36. So stand by for fly around. Us 3. Standing by.
And the fly around is now underway at a range of about 400 meters.
It's confirmed. The range is 390, and the range rate is minus 1.
All of the events right on the timeline. Everything going very smoothly to this point.
That's a beautiful view.
This is about a 60-degree fly around that will precisely align the forward docking probe on the Soyuz with the Roscosmos module docking port. A few moments from now, the Soyuz and the International Space Station will be flying just to the south of Casablanca.
150, and the range is minus 0.721. Copy.
Дальность 300 метров, скорость минус 0.56.
The range is 300 meters, and the range rate is minus 0.56. Copy.
Контролируйте формирование К-15 причал на КСП.
Monitor, continue monitoring the fly around, and also the K-15 on display, this final approach flag.
Great view of the Soyuz MS-19 flying over the Moroccan desert. Three hours since the Soyuz launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Heading toward final approach for docking to the Rosviet module. Docking scheduled at 7:12 a.m. Central Time.
Yes, MRM-1, Yulia.
Дальность 270 метров, скорость минус 0.4.
The range is 270 meters and the range rate is minus 0.4 meters per second. Copy, Astray.
About halfway through the fly around that will precisely align the Soyuz with the Rosviet module. There will be a very brief period of station keeping so that Russian flight controllers in Korolyov at the Russian Mission Control Center can evaluate the alignment of the Soyuz with Rosviet.
Нет.
Can you see it through the window? No, I cannot.
Я только такие мигающие, как будто как звезды.
I can only see something blinking.
The Soyuz appears suspended over the textured desert of northern Africa,
The range is 250.
just about completing its fly around.
Minus 0.3. And we are now approaching the docking port. Copy, Astray.
Круговой поиск СНЦ. Наблюдаю.
So the circular search SNT is confirmed. Copy, control the switching of course причал, final approach.
Есть причал курса первого.
Course 1, final approach, flag. We are right opposite the docking port of MRM-1. The range is 210 meters and the range rate is 0.14. So
The Soyuz automated rendezvous system locked on to the station's automated rendezvous system.
keeping in cone. So I have причал final approach flag K-15. Copy.
The Soyuz and the International Space Station now flying over the Mediterranean.
On. Copy.
Настрой по готовности выполняйте действия по 53-й странице, установить рассеивающий экран на войска по вашему усмотрению, включить подсветку войска и включить фару С-17.
Astray, Moscow, so go to page 53, switch on the floodlight, and you also can install the dissipating screen. Copy, Moscow, I don't need the screen, and I'm ready to switch on the floodlight. Moscow, the LED fly around is not illuminated and station keeping flag is confirmed. I am activating the floodlight and go to page 54. Copy.
And at a range of some 200 meters, the Soyuz now has begun a brief period of station keeping.
So go to display final approach. I am sending final approach from the rendezvous display. 14:58:45 is the time of the command причал. The LED is on and the GSO.
And the final approach command has been sent. The Russian flight controller is happy with what they're seeing.
200 meters and the range rate is
Final approach initiated. The Soyuz 180 meters away.
The range is 180, and the range rate is 0.87. Copy. The target is off by approximately 1 degree to the left and up.
"150 meters now separating the Soyuz from its destination."
Range is 140. And we are seeing the
Soyuz now crossing the coast of northern Italy.
Right, we're not receiving any video, so please report and provide a writing commentary.
We're in between satellites on our tracking and data relay satellite system. Should be regaining our downlink signal from the International Space Station a short time from now. Everything continuing to go smoothly. "80 meters now separating the Soyuz from the station. This video now from the Soyuz over Russian ground stations.
Astray, MCC Moscow. The range is 70 meters, and I confirm the target is in the center of the periscope. Range rate is unintelligible and inaudible.
The Soyuz's Core's automated rendezvous system locked on to the docking target on the Rosviet module, 64 meters separating the Soyuz from Rosviet.
Range is 60, and range rate is 0.22. Copy. How do you copy us on VHF loops? Astray, MCC Moscow. How do you copy us? The range is 50. 0.18 is the range rate, and we are to the left by 1 degree. Astray, how do you copy us? Astray, MCC Moscow. So,
you can see in the lower left-hand corner the values that are the key right now, just 46 meters separating Soyuz from the station, closing at a rate of just over 1/10 of a meter per second.
And we see on the display that Moscow. Astray, the comm is pretty ready. And we're selecting course 2 on the panel. And how do you copy? We confirm that there is circular surge. And Australia, this is MCC Moscow. How do you copy us? We confirm the fly around the ISS. Course 2 is on. The target is moving to the right. MCC Moscow. Australia, MCC Moscow. How do you read us? Australia, MCC Moscow. How do you copy? And final approach for course 2 is up and illuminated. The target is off to the left by about 1 degree. The crosshairs are aligned. Australia, MCC Moscow, how do you copy us? Australia, this is MCC Moscow. How do you copy? We read you loud and clear now. Wonderful. There was a dropout, so we didn't copy you last. But we are monitoring the activation of course 2 system and final approach for the course mode. And please, from the final approach display, send the final approach enabled command. Copy, in work. I am ready for the final approach command to be sent. Moscow, do you want me to send it? Go ahead. Send the final approach command. Done. Currently, the range is 70. We're off by one degree, and the crosshairs are aligned. The range rate is 0.3. The target is in the center of the periscope. We copy all. Anton. Range is 60. Range rate is 0.25. Are you receiving the video, Moscow? Yes. Anton, go ahead. If the range is at 40 meters, please, unintelligible, please switch automatically into RODK, digital control loop, and manual docking. Copy. Range is 50. Range rate 0.18. And I confirm that we see the docking node. The crosshairs are aligned. Astray, FYI. 1519 is the sunset. Copy. The range is 45 meters.
This is Mission Control Houston. 45 meters separating Soyuz from the International Space Station, still flying in under the automatic control of the Corps' automated rendezvous system. There was a brief pause for a bit of a correction in the orientation of the Soyuz to the Roscosmos module docking port. Everything seems to be in order.
So, range rate is 0.14. The offset is about 1 degree, but the crosshairs are aligned, and the target is in the center of the periscope.
Slowly but surely closing in, now at a range of just over 30 meters away, closing at a rate of 1/10 of a meter per second.
Astray, just FYI. We have 10 minutes of comm left. Copy. Range is currently 30 meters. Yes, and I confirm that the range is 30 meters, the range rate is 0.11, and we confirm that course second has failed, and I am sending the RODK digital control loop command. Yes, it's all as we actually predicted. I am sending the RODK, and I'm switch over to the manual controls. Control approach and docking, and go to page 60. Going to page 60. How do you copy us? I see the ISS, and I'm jumping to page 61. Please proceed working for page 61. I am on page 61. RODK L1 digital control loop is illuminated. Anton, do not even look at course. Just do it visually, everything visually. Copy. On input panel, KSP left selected. On input right, I am switching to RODK digital control loop.
This is Mission Control Houston. With some RADI data being acquired through the Corps' automated rendezvous system, Anton Shkaplerov has now taken over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz for the final few meters prior to docking.
Copy. I'm selecting depot thrusters selection. K1 is illuminated. K1 is illuminated. I'm deactivating gas 6. Confirm. Gas 6 is sent. We don't have wide angle, narrow angle lens illuminated. I am verifying the hand controller test. Up, down, left, right, clockwise, counterclockwise for translational hand controller. Successful. Translational hand controller is working. Up, down, left, right. Switch towards me, pulling towards me, E and away. There is a little bit of jumping image when I'm doing the test. Station keeping complete. I'm not going to be putting on an overlay display. AGC mode is not illuminated. The headlight is illuminated.
Shkaplerov has conducted a quick test of the hand controller on the Soyuz vehicle, manually flying the Soyuz in, following some RADI data on the Corps' automated rendezvous system. He has defaulted under the direction of the Russian flight controllers to a manual approach.
It's okay. It's all good. The target is to the right and up. There will be a pretty radicom. Yes, and it's within 1 degree. How are you? I'm all right. This is Julia. And it's going to come up in 15:35. That's when we're going to get the comm back. Okay, copy. And the target is in the center of the periscope, so please provide us. The docking node is off by 1.5 squares, and the range is about 45 meters. The sky is illuminated.
Shkaplerov took over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz after the Corps' automated rendezvous system had guided the Soyuz and its 3 occupants in to a distance of about 75 meters. There was some ratty communications and some ratty data that was observed from Corps. So Shkaplerov was directed by the Russian flight controllers to take over manual control of the flying. There was a brief period of station keeping once again, and now everything appears to be in order with the docking target aligned with the crosshairs on the external camera of the Soyuz vehicle.
But you should be able to see it already with the headlight. I can see everything really well. The station is in the center of the periscope. The crosshairs are aligned, and the range is about 40 meters. I have the input panel enlarged to full screen.
Там на боковом мишень контроля есть, наблюдаете?
Just 35 meters separating Soyuz from Rosviet. You can see the docking port almost in the center of the crosshairs.
Everything clearly on VSK. And currently the docking node is a little bit off, about 1.5 squares, and we are at 20-30 meter range. I'm performing the station keeping. Station keeping is complete. We copy. Once you are ready, approach to the range of 3 meters. I am ready. Please verify that SSVP is ready. 5 SSVP is not. D7 is illuminated. D9 is illuminated. D13 and 17 are all illuminated. Copy. I'm proceeding. Please check S11. S11. You are working per page 62. S11. I see it. S11 is illuminated. I am prepping translational hand controller pulse mode. Anton, we have very little time left. And the range is about 25 meters. So please do not forget about a 3 meter range. Copy. Well, and after that, just as you trained for, you'll be fine.
Я слышу, еще
We'll be passing out of range of Russian ground stations momentarily, but the direction to Anton Shkaplerov is to continue to push in manually towards docking, about 25 meters separating Soyuz from the Rosviet module.
Anton, go ahead. Even if, please proceed with the final approach and docking, even if we don't have any comm. On Veska, we are off by 3 squares. We are in the at about 20 meter range, and I sense unintelligible. Copy. Anton, 1 minute till sunset. We copy. Proceed, provide running commentary if you can so that we could try and listen in. R5, Romeo 5, is that one? Yes, that one.
Soyuz and the International Space Station flying over eastern China, moving from northwest to southeast. Soyuz about 18 meters away from docking, being flown manually by the Soyuz commander Anton Shkaplerov.
The target is off by 1.5 squares. Anton, please do not forget to deactivate the translational hand controller and the RODK after the probe retraction. RODK digital control loop should be off after the probe retraction. And we are going to come back at 35 minutes. Correction, com is going to be back at 15:36. Well, God be with us. Good luck to us. Guys, what's the range? Astray, what is your range? Do you want me to deactivate it? Astray, come in. This is MCC Moscow. I'm standing by for contact. You sent the... so we confirm a mechanical connection, mechanical capture confirmed. And we confirmed depot thrust activation is not illuminated. Translational and rotational hand controllers are not illuminated. We confirm that the docking mechanism is engaged. Astray, MCC Moscow, go ahead. We are continuing. Aeroaka, we no longer have the Aerodeka digital and analog control loops illuminated. Don't forget about Gulf 4 command. Anton. And this one is not illuminated. The probe is retracting. Victor 9 is not illuminated, and we are on the final approach display. All right.
This is Mission Control, Houston. Anton Shkaplerov reporting mechanical capture or docking occurring at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. The docking probe in the process of being retracted.
Command is sent. Victor 8.
We did not have downlink television, and we had choppy communications at the time of docking, which now is confirmed 7:22 a.m. Central, 8:22 a.m. Eastern.
Skip anything, so we don't need to deactivate the translational hand control and then pulse mode. Then you need to deactivate Aerodeka mode, Aerodeka digital control Mode is off. BIOS L8 command. L8 sent and agreed. It's not illuminated. Let's check. And then this one, V9. Which one? Okay, we already did that. We did have it. So let's check the KDO parameters. Everything's nominal, and we are jumping on 2357. Copy. Well, hold on. I'm leafing through, and we are sending the R7 command. R7 switching to the wide-angle lens. R7 command is sent. All right.
Once again, docking occurring at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. Anton Shkaplerov flying the Soyuz manually in for a docking after some communications issues occurred with the Core's automated rendezvous system that prompted the Russian flight controllers to have Shkaplerov fly in manually. Again, contact and capture occurring at 7:22 a.m. Central, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time, as the Soyuz and the International Space Station flew 260 miles just to the north of the Philippine Islands.
Start and start. And start confirmed.
Oleg or Piotr, how do you read me?
Nice. So 15:25, that's the time. And we can start the timer. We need about 15 minutes between, and then we can deactivate TVS system, TV video system on input panel 2, and in parallel to that, we'll be verifying the, checking out the compartments, and then deactivate the TV. Astray, MCC Moscow. Get 4. Don't forget about Get 4. They mentioned that to us. All right, Get 4. TV is off. TVS, right? Is that the TV? Yes, and let's now send the Get 4 deactivate command. It was illuminated, and now turning it off. Delta 4. Now switching over to display. Station, how are you doing, guys? Anybody? Do we need any measurements? No, they are going on in the background. Don't worry about that. And TVS, Oleg, how do you copy us? What was the capture time? Monitor it here. Piotr, could you tell us the time of contact? Astray, MCC Moscow.
There was
I was trying to take pictures from the GA. Well, just an approximate. Oh, it was about 5 minutes ago. Around 20 or 22. No, not earlier than that. Astray, MCC Moscow. S13, let's verify. S13 is illuminated. Hooks are open. D17 is not illuminated. Delta 15 should be illuminated. Confirm. Latches Delta 13 are not illuminated. Okay, Delta 11. D11 is illuminated. SM probe not illuminated. All right. Good. Golf 11. Let's move over to there. And then we'll be standing by. Maybe we'll get the comm back.
Astray, MCC Moscow, so 2 course sets failed. Yeah, we didn't like it either, you know. So both failed. So can we start doing unintelligible? Not yet. Anton, so should we check the probe, D17, D15? I have already checked that. Now we are standing by for the 11. Once it is illuminated, Astray, Moscow, so the repress is on. Moscow, Astray 1, how do you copy me? We copy you loud and clear. How do you copy us, Anton? Anton. So You know, I cannot hear you very well, Pyotr. So, you know, on space to ground 1, the comm is not stable. This is Pyotr. Okay. So, all right. So I will have to deactivate the repress. All right. We are standing by for day 11.
This is Mission Control, Houston. Confirmation has been received that the hooks are now closed, forming a hard mate between the Soyuz and the Rosviet module on the Earth-facing side of the International Space Station.
This is Moscow. How do you read me on space to ground 1?
Did you call me? Did somebody call me? The 11 is on.
Once again, some unexpected communications issues in the home stretch of what had been a clean and flawless rendezvous by the Soyuz following its launch from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. The final approach took a bit longer than usual as Anton Shkaplerov took over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz for the final few meters. Station keeping at one point, aligning the Soyuz docking probe with the Rosviet module, finally pushing in on final approach for contact and capture at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time.
30:45 is the time.
No,
15:31 to be more exact. So SSVP is deactivated as 1 on both display. S3 Moscow. Also the log record. Oleg.
So it took a few extra minutes, but Russian actress Yulia Peresild, her producer-director Klim Shipenko, Soyuz commander Anton Shkaplerov are now safely engaged at the International Space Station. The docking probe is in the process of retracting. Hooks are closed, and leak checks will begin a short time from now that will lead to the opening of the hatch between the Soyuz and the Rosviet module.
Okay, please so bear with us because
Anton,
we're not
go ahead.
them, so they may not.
Moscow,
we are hearing them,
you know,
but they may not
can hear you quite well, so you can provide a running commentary.
So
Moscow,
please,
we have completed all the actions as per page 57, deactivated SSVP after we have the 11, the probe is retracted, and so the mode is executed. LED,
I have relayed this information to
so we
Anton.
also recorded all the names of the files in the log, and we are at page 58 right now. We are checking AKG.
Station 1 for come check.
Okay, I have you loud and clear now.
Houston, Space Ground 1, we've got you.
Copy that. You may...
so the pressure in ESA 801.
The hooks are closed on both sides of the docking interface, that now confirmed through telemetry from the Russian Mission Control Center. So the Soyuz MS-19 safely at port, and a Russian actress and her producer-director are on set at the International Space Station for 12 days of movie making.
How do you copy us? Moscow, this is S31. So after the 5-minute measurement, this ESA pressure is 801. In BO, it is 826, and in the instrumental compartment, it's 893. The delta.
So we expect to have
in ESA and BO is 0, and it is 1 in the instrumentation compartment, and the next measurement will be taken in 15 minutes. Okay, now we will have to wait for 15 minutes. Maybe the comm will resume, hopefully. So, Oleg, can you relay to Moscow that we have completed 57 page actions, and now we are on page 58. The 5-minute measurement is complete.
This is Mission Control, Houston. The crew on board the Soyuz, Shkaplerov, Peresild, and Shipenko, now evaluating all of their systems following the docking of the Soyuz. to the International Space Station's Roscosmos module. It was conducted manually by Anton Shkaplerov, and a few minutes behind schedule, but the docking occurring at 7:22 a.m. Central, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. The docking probe retracted as planned. Hooks are closed on both sides of the docking interface. Leak checks at that docking interface will begin a short time from now.
МКС СУП Москвы в канале СГ-1 для Олега и Петра. Для информации через...
Station Moscow. Space to ground 1 in the blind for Oleg.
So,
and
2022,
FYI, we should have a stable combat in about 2 minutes.
So,
Moscow Station.
We will have to do a transition route to the transport
ground 1, this is Oleg.
I think it will be easier from now on.
64 and Electron, you were saying something about that, but I couldn't understand what I need to do that.
You know, we
NPEV
should have some kind of instruction for the activation.
Positioned to electrical control mode. Okay, if I heard you correctly, Electron needs to be switched to
Okay, so the backlight unit should be stowed. Yes, we will do that. Astrey, Moscow, how do you copy? Anton. Yes, I copy you loud and clear. I copy you loud and clear, Moscow.
Station,
we are at page 58, standing by for 15 minutes to do the lift check. After 5 minutes, there were no issues. How do you copy?
I heard your report about PEV,
do you copy
that it's
how are things
in electrical control now.
So after the docking,
and,
what did you do, Anton? I worked page 57. They activated the headlight with closer PV1 and started checking, doing the leak check. After 5 minutes, we didn't have any issues. NSW data was 0, and in instrumentation compartment it was 1. Anton, I know that.
I have stopped.
Great job. You know, there are some people who would like to talk to you. We will prepare the comm from Baikonur. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
Anton Nikolaevich, слышите?
Anton Nikolaevich, this is Rogozin speaking. Can you hear me? Do you copy? Yes, I do.
Я вас поздравляю с успехом.
Congratulations with the successful docking, Anton. You and, of course, Yulia and Klim, we were observing you from Baikonur, so the State Commission also is congratulating you. We wish you to start your mission challenge with successfully. Thank you so much for your congratulations and greetings. How are you feeling? How is your mood? Everything is great. We managed even to do some shooting, filming. Yes, and actually, you know, she looks well. I mean, Yulia. Yeah, it was a little bit dramatic at the end. You know, just for your, you know, in order for your movie to be more dramatic. Yes, that's, we thought that as much. All right, now get ready for the operations, and now Konstantin Lvovich will be talking to you. How are you feeling, guys? Feeling great. Everything is good, and I can confirm they are feeling well. Dmitry Olegovich has already said that the situation was created, for your purposes, that as if there was an agreement for that. But when you start filming and the camera starts operating, you don't have anything, any other options but to act. So how is Yulia feeling? Well, she is round, a little bit buffed, but she is very beautiful. Nevertheless, we had beautiful sunsets and sunrises. So we looked at out of the window a little bit. It was a breathtaking view. Guys, the whole country and even the whole world was watching, observing your flight. Anton was great. So what about our kids on the ground? How are they? Your kids are fine. Don't worry. Well, this is the most important thing. We are also feeling fine. So, the kids sometimes are much more reasonable and behave better in these situations than adults. Yes, I agree.
Я хочу вам также передать поздравления
So Mishustin, the Prime Minister, is also congratulating you, and he said that he watched the launch, and so President Administration representatives also are sending their regards. So you have a lot of responsibility upon your shoulders. So I think that you will start your adaptation to the weightlessness, and will start working as per your schedule. You don't have much time, actually, and we will be standing by for the results of your great work. Again, congratulations. And we wish you success in everything, and of course to successfully transition to the station and start working. Thank you so much.
Congratulatory words from Dmitry Rogozin, the head of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, from the Baikonur Hotel at the launch site in Baikonur, Kazakhstan, almost 4 hours after the Soyuz MS-19 launched to the International Space Station, culminating a 2-orbit rendezvous just a few minutes behind schedule as Anton Shkaplerov took over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz due to some communications issues in the home stretch of the approach for the contact and capture to the Rosviet module. All of that ultimately successful, with docking occurring at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time, as the Soyuz and the International Space Station flew 260 miles just north of the Philippine Islands. The docking probe was retracted to form a hard mate, hooks closed on both sides of the docking interface, and leak checks at that docking interface will take place a short time from now. That will lead to the opening of the hatches, enabling Shkaplerov, Russian actress Yulia Peresild, and her producer-director Klim Shipenko to enter the international outpost for 12 days of movie making.
The propellant 488. The first vertical tank 81. Second 243. Copy. That's propellant.
Мало? Интересно. Время отсветки ориентировочно 15.
The time of the docking mechanism engaged is approximately 15:21. Sepka or docking mechanism engaged 15:21. Copy. Now I'm at page 58. I have instruction on the display after the Docking mechanism engaged. So the LED is not illuminated. The CADU repress is not illuminated. ISN and navigation equipment is not illuminated. KSP command signal matrix. I am transitioning to the KSP right and waiting for your go to do the transition.
Остается по Москве.
Астрей, MCC Moscow.
58.
So it's a go to transition to MBS hotline com. It is page 58. Could you please repeat? Is it a go? Yes, it is a go. So I'm releasing the push to talk buttons and transition to MBS hotline com. Astrey, Moscow, on space to ground 1. How do you copy? We copy you loud and clear. We also copy you loud and clear via MBS com. So we are transitioning to the joint power. You stand by. We will give you a go. Okay, we are standing by for your go. Crew members talking to each other. If you cannot secure it until it clicks, you can do it at maximum length and then secure it with a hook. Astrey, Moscow. Go ahead, Moscow. It's a go to transition to joint power as per page 58. Copy. I'm sending B5 command.
Принято, Петр, спасибо. Ну, осталось нам камеры только проверить для репортажа. Ты можешь сделать по форме 24.
Now B7 command is being sent. The 1 command. And I'm taking 15-minute measurement, but actually we don't need any more measurements. That's all? Yes, that's all. The 1 joint power. Moscow, Astrey 1, I completed all actions as per page 58, copy. So you're now on joint power, on the joint power with the station. Yes, the LED is illuminated, copy. Just for your reference, the SKV 128 and 0 will be entered. Copy. Straight, now go to page 59, SABO hatch opening and transitioning to BO. Copy. Page 16. No, it is 59. No, page 16. Opening of the hatch, equalize the pressure, open the lock of the cover of the hatch, so on and so on. Okay, so let us start taking off all the straps so that it is not in the way. Okay, it won't be in the way. Well, we can actually switch on lights here. So why are we in the dark? Yes, of course. I can buckle it up like this so that it will be more comfortable for you to tag it. Yes, of course. Thank you. Well, can we release the straps here? Well, but you know, you will start moving upwards. Yeah, but you can stretch your legs. All right, so we should start equalizing pressure between SR and BO. Okay, so in SI it is 801 and in BO it is 825. Now let us start equalizing the pressure, monitoring equalization. Moscow Astray 1, we are equalizing pressure between the descent module and orbital module BO. Copy.
This is Mission Control Houston. Just to recap, despite some communications issues that forced Anton Shkaplerov, the Soyuz commander of the MS-19 vehicle, to take over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz for the final few meters and its final approach for docking, the link up to the International Space Station's Rosviet module did occur without incident. It occurred normally. A few minutes behind schedule at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time, as the Soyuz and the station flew 260 miles just north of the Philippine Islands. The docking probe on the Soyuz retracted, and hooks closed on both sides of the docking interface to form a hard mate between the two vehicles. Shkaplerov, Russian actress Yulia Peresild, and her producer-director, Klim Shipenko, are now at the International Space Station. They will begin a series of leak checks that should result in the opening of the hatches between the Soyuz and the International Space Station around 9:05 a.m. Central Time, 10:05 a.m. Eastern Time. We will be back on the air for hatch opening coverage about 40 minutes from now at 8:30 Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll follow along as pressure and leak checks are conducted, and the depressurization, the repressurization of the small vestibule, the small passageway between the Soyuz and the Rosviet module takes place. That will lead to the opening of the hatches and the greetings between the crew members, the Expedition 65 crew led by Thomas Pesquet of the European Space Agency, who is the new station commander, and the newly arrived inhabitants of the station, as 12 days of movie making will begin for Peresild and Shipenko for their movie called Challenge. Once again, docking occurring a few minutes behind schedule, but nonetheless successfully at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. So don't go away. We'll will be back shortly at the bottom of the hour at 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 Eastern, with our hatch opening coverage for the Soyuz MS-19. For now, this is Mission Control Houston.